What is going on, everybody? Beveraggi here, and we're about to dive into Billie Eilish's newest project, Hit Me Hard and Soft. Interesting title. It's interesting because obviously this is highly anticipated. Billie's one of the most popular artists in the world, but anytime I think of Billie, I think I've spent a lot of time referring to Billie as one of the most talented young artists in the industry. You know, one of the just best young writers in the industry, best young musicians. But I feel like Billie at this point is so accomplished that you can just refer to her as one of the best, just one of the best, period. Billie's contemporaries, like Billie's peers, are everybody and anybody who's at the actual top, whether they've been around for a couple years or whether they've been around for over a decade. Billie's up there with everybody. So anytime someone like Billie Eilish, someone of that ability and talent, drops an album, I drop everything and I am ready to listen and see what they have to offer. A couple things that pop out to me right away with this album. It's short. Lengthwise, it's pretty regular. It's 43 minutes, almost 44 minutes. Short in the amount of tracks. Some of these tracks are pretty long, ranging between 4 to 5+ minutes, pretty consistently throughout. But as far as the amount of tracks, only 10. And the other thing too is there were no singles. I don't usually know how Billie Eilish does her rollouts and all that. I know with Happier Than Ever there were a few singles before the project, so I wonder what went behind her decision to just drop this without singles. I'm gonna be honest, I love it. Not every artist can afford to just drop albums without singles and without build up, without promo, without hype. But if you can, I'm all down for just dropping the albums without singles. I like being able to listen to each song as kind of its own thing and entity without really comparing one to the other and without having sort of the artist's preconceived sort of like, this is the song you're supposed to enjoy above the other sort of thing. So I'm really excited about this having no singles, and I'm really excited to jump into this and take each track as its own journey. We're going to do that now. We're going to dive in. Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. First track we're going to listen to here is Skinny.
Fell in love for the first time. With a friend, it's a good sign. Feeling off when I feel fine. 21 took a lifetime. People say I look happy just because I got skinny.
Kind of crazy because she says 21 took a lifetime. Tells me how old she was. I wasn't 100% sure, but it just speaks to all the shit she's been through. She hasn't lived a normal life pre-21, and her kind of speaking to that right there, talking about like 21 taking so long to reach that point, just really puts into perspective what she's been through up to this point, and it makes me reflect on the other albums as well.
Say I look happy, feel fine. 21 took a lifetime. People say I look happy just because I got skinny. But the old me is still me, and maybe the real me, and I think she's pretty.
Billie's doing that very wonderful thing that she does with her voice that I love, but it's hard to understand her sometimes because it is so softly sung. And I don't want that to change whatsoever, but it does require me to look up lyrics. People say I look happy just because I got skinny. But the old me is still me, and maybe the real me. Maybe the old me is the real me. Wow. So not only have you reached this older age in life, but you've gotten skinnier, and people are like just assuming that that's got something to do with, like, they're applying that to how your life is going. It's sort of like this vain assumption that just because you've lost some weight, like, you must be doing better. Really, when on the inside you're thinking how I think the old me was the real me. Like, I think I resonate more with the person that I used to be, yet people are telling me these things without really knowing what's going on in my life. It's a lot going on in this first verse here. I don't even know if we've reached the chorus yet.
And I still cry.
Those runs.
Am I acting my age now? Am I the stage. I'm a bird in a cage. I'm a dog in a dog pound. And you said I was your...
Man, oh, am I acting my age now? Am I already on the way out? That line that when I step off the stage, I'm a bird in a cage. I'm a dog in a dog pound. So like she feels at home on stage. Because when she's on stage, she doesn't feel like this bird in a cage, dog in a dog pound. She feels free, right? But when she steps off stage, she feels like this bird in a cage. I think that speaks to sort of fame and the fact that she can't just go do what she wants to do and live like a regular sort of life. That would make a lot of sense why she would feel like enclosed in a cage when she's off stage, when she should be living like her most normal version of what life is supposed to look like for a 21-year-old too, mind you. Man, and she's also fallen in love with a friend in this song too, so not only is she speaking to where she's at this point in life, but she's also fallen in love with a friend. She's intertwining a couple different themes in this song. That's a really good start to the album, and she's doing some runs, and she sounds great. And
Never did you wrong. My patience is gone. And I never did you wrong.
wow. Yeah, I'm gonna say it right off the top. Whoa, we have a hell of a transition. Actually, let's go to the end of that song and let that transition into the next song, because that is very intentional. I'll say it right off the top. First track, that's one of my favorite Billie Eilish vocals that I've ever heard. I mean, vocally speaking, she's stunning. I said gorgeous, beautiful, stunning. All of the above, whatever word you want to insert that's a synonym of those words. She sounds so good, man. Whether it's the runs or the brightness of her voice. And it's just, man, it's like I don't know, she's found like this different pocket that she still has like her classic, very light, fluttery, wonderful delivery on the vocal, but there's like something extra going on in there that I'm really enjoying that's like a little bit more open. It gave me the chills, especially when the instrumental, because there's a lot of really beautiful strings in the instrumental which kind of matched the vocal. So yeah, I like that start. All right, let's let it transition into Lunch, track 2, which makes me think of her being skinnier, but that not necessarily applying to her being happier. Yeah, we'll see. Transition me.
I could eat that girl for lunch. Yeah, she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one.
Wait, hold up. I can eat that who for lunch?
Yeah, she dances on my tongue.
Back.
I could eat that girl for lunch. Yeah, she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one.
Okay.
And I could never get enough. I could buy her so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush.
It's not. Oh, I like that. It's a craving, not a crush. I can eat that girl for lunch. It's a craving, not a okay. I need that.
Call me when you're there. I said I'll buy you something rare, and I left it under. Call me when you're there. I said I'll buy you something rare, and I left it under clear. So now she's coming up the stairs. So I'm pulling up the chair, and I'm pulling up my hair. Baby, I think.
What in the fuck is going on here? I left it. I bought you something rare. Yeah, she's gonna get this girl whatever she wants because she is craving this girl. Left it under Claire. She's coming up the stairs. I'm pulling up a chair and I'm putting up my hair. Okay, all right. Hey, y'all have a good time. Go ahead. You go for it. Live your best life, Billie.
You were made for me. Somebody write down the recipe. Been trying hard not to overeat. You're just so sweet.
She did. Yeah. She said it. Phineas is a co-writer on here. I wonder which lines he, you know.
Eat that girl for lunch, and she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one. And I could never get enough. I could buy her so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush.
This is the single. I don't know what, she didn't release singles. I'm sure she will after, the same way Happier Than Ever was released after the album came out. This is a single. There's no way this doesn't become a massive hit.
She's taking pictures in the mirror. Oh my god, her skin's so clear. Tell her bring that over here. You need a seat, I'll volunteer. When she's smiling ear to
This is so, it's just really funny. You need a seat, I'll volunteer. It's really clever. Like she's not playing around. That's the funny part too. But I mean, come on. You need a seat, I'll volunteer. It's just great stuff. It's really, I like too that it's kind of simple. Like the writing is, she's not leaving anything up for interpretation as far as what she's talking about. And I actually appreciate that about this writing.
deer. She's the headlights on the deer. I've said it all before, but I'll say it. I know it's just a hunch, but she might be the one. I could
Oh.
be that girl for lunch. Tastes like she might be the
I love the outros. I love that both songs have such a skinny closing outro is this beautiful string piece, and this one just turns into like this funky closing piece with the chorus overlaid over it. Two completely different tracks. This one very fun, very playful, very pop. Like what we need in 2024 is Lunch. Honestly, by Billie Eilish. We need more of those. Chihiro, track 3. That's that girl from Spirited Away, right? I wonder what this is going to be about. Let's play it.
to take my love away.
Sounds like some like Forever, like as soon as it starts, like some Forever 21. Like I feel like I just walked into like a Forever 21.
Borrow. When I come back around, when I know what to say. Not today, maybe tomorrow.
This is such like
Open up the door.
retail store music.
Open up the door. From me.
Whoa. I feel like Billie has found a new version of her voice that I'm really messing with on this album so far. I'll be honest, for the first minute I thought this might be a little bit too retail store for me. Doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it just reminds me of like I feel like I'm in a retail store and can't escape it, like, you know, Urban Outfitters, all of the above, like all those places. But that last part gave the song a lot more personality than I felt like that first verse did. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great. Okay, all right, you want me. I'll go shopping here. That was special.
I was waiting in the garden.
This is great.
Contemplating.
Oh my god.
Beg your pardon.
I can't believe how wrong I was. I keep trying to forget about the lyrics to this song. I keep trying to attribute the lyrics to the movie because it's got to be intentional, right? I don't know if she's talking about her parents when she, because you know, if, I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody, but the parents are we're trying to find the parents in the movie, and she says like, how come when I returned you were gone away, and that kind of applies to that part of the movie. Forget all that. Sonically, this song is dessert. Like I regret feeling that first minute like I was out on this because it felt like I was in a retail store. That was such a closed-minded thing to say so early in the song, because this has this is everything. That last minute where it went sonically to transitioning back into this and then being so bought in on this because of that last minute. This song is a fucking bop, man.
There's a part of me that recognizes you.
This is excellent. Club banger. This is a club banger. Insane. Yeah, five worth every minute. Worth every minute of 5 minutes. Now it's got me excited for because a lot of these songs there's another 1, 2, 3, 4 songs. There's 4 more songs that are 5 minutes or more or less. And I'm like, in my head, we're going to get some fucking sick production on the outro and in the middle parts on those songs, the way we got on Chihiro, which would be something different for Billie, man. It's a different style. Chihiro is unlike anything I've heard from her. And yeah, like, I just don't. I guess there's a couple Billie songs you could play in the club, actually, now I think about it. But yeah, this one takes the cake. All right, Birds of a Feather. Track 4, let's get into it.
You go, I'm going to, 'cause it was always you. And if I'm turning blue, please don't save me. Nothing left to lose without my baby.
I'm telling you, man, she's singing different. There's something really just extra open and light about her voice. And she's always had such a special voice, so don't get me wrong when I say this. I just mean it in the best way. Like, her voice went up a level. Her voice has already been incredible her whole career, but there's something about the singing on this album that I'm really enjoying, particularly like on Skinny, Chihiro, and Birds of a Feather.
We should stick together. I know I said I'd never think I wasn't better alone. Maybe I'll love you till the day that I die. Till the day that I die.
This album makes you feel so happy. Like, I just want to smile the whole time. All of it, from the production to I mean, I guess Skinny was a little bit sadder, but it wasn't devastating. And ever since then, we just had Lunch, which was this, totally positive song. And then Chihiro, the production in that made you feel so good. And now this song is like the most positive feeling song of all of them. Like, this just feels like we're going to make it. The two of us are going to make it out together no matter what. We are Birds of a Feather. So, yeah, just nothing but good vibes off this album so far.
I don't know what I'm crying for. I don't think I could love you more. Might not be love, but baby, I don't wanna say goodbye. We should still get it
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good after that track. Just follows a series of songs that are gonna make you feel good. We are sticking together. This is true love. This is true love. I knew you in another life, she was saying. Yeah, that might surprise you, but I knew you in another life. I can see it in your eyes. We ain't going nowhere. Even beyond the grave. I think the song opens up saying that. So yeah, and you feel all that in the song. Like, it feels like such an early 2000s sort of, like, you can see it playing along to like a rom-com with, like, the couple makes it, ends up being together at the end, and then this song is playing and everything's going great and all that. And yeah, she's 4 for 4 so far, and a strong 4 for 4 at that. No doubt about that. All right, Wildflower, track 5. We're slowing it down. Interesting. So I want to see how this hits me, because we have been upbeat, having a good time, crazy production. Phineas is doing his thing on this album. Billie is singing. Her voice is a gift on this project. 4 tracks in. I want to see what happens here on track 5 where they slow it down. We'll see if it hits me in the way it should. That's the soft, right? She's hitting me hard so far. You gotta hit me soft now.
She was your girl. You showed her the world. We fell out of love. But I see her in the back of my mind all the time.
Wow. Okay.
Like a fever, like I'm burning alive, like a sun.
She is singing on this. I can't get over her voice on this album. Her vocal delivery on everything that requires her to do what she's doing. She's doing that. Yeah, being there for somebody after a breakup. It sounds like what I gather so far. You being there for somebody after a breakup, and then you get close to this person. Like you were there for them. You get close to them. Time has passed. I think it's July now or something, which indicates the time has passed. And now you two have fallen in love, but now you're thinking of the person that she got over, that this person you're like, that you were there for, and now you falling for each other. Like now you're thinking of the person she got over because you probably heard all the stories. You were there for them. You were the shoulder to cry on. You probably heard just how like in love she was with this person, and all that stuff is gonna stay in your head. And then even when you do move on and have your own situation with this person you were there for, you now know all the details of their past and previous situation, and sometimes it's better to not know everything, you know. But that's what happens when you're not rebound. That's not the right word, but kind of like the emotional like person that's like the emotional support system right afterwards, and then you end up pursuing something like that. That's kind of what happens. If that's what's happening here, we'll see where it goes.
And life moves so fast. I'd never ask who is better.
That's it right there. I'd never ask who is better. Yeah. So now you're comparing yourself to the person that was there before.
I see her in the back of my mind all the time. 'Cause
listen in. If you get the chance and listen to this with headphones, it might not come through to you fully if you're just watching this video, but listen to this song with headphones on your own. There are some incredible background vocals going on and production choices that are really elevating this song. It's kind of haunting. Hold on, that bridge is crazy. Hold on, she like whispered that, but I barely caught that bridge. Thankfully I have the lyrics here. You say no one knows you so well, but every time you touch me, I just wonder how she felt. Valentine's Day crying in the hotel. I know you didn't mean to hurt me, so I kept it to myself. Man, this is what happens when you know too much. Not only is it Valentine's Day, they were trying to do something nice. They went and got a hotel. But she's crying in the hotel. I know you didn't mean to hurt me, so I kept it to myself. This person's crying in the hotel, maybe about their old relationship, but they don't mean to hurt Billie, and Billie understands that, so Billie just keeps it to herself, which is pretty generous. But y'all gotta talk about this. It's crazy. That's crazy. I know you didn't mean to hurt me, so I kept it to myself. Wow. 5 for 5, a strong 5 for 5, and every song is incredibly different. No song reminds me of any song at any point in time. Yeah, wow. We're covering a lot of ground sonically. Storytelling with this song, she told an entire story arc of a past relationship, a current relationship, and all the pain and anguish that comes with all of that. And birds of a feather, just like a relationship that is triumphing through and going to stick together at all costs and even beyond this current life. Chihiro is one that I gotta like dive into the lyrics and the true meaning because I feel like she was connecting something to the movie that I missed there, and I can't wait to go back and look into it. But that aside, that's a fucking sonic experience like none other. I'm not sure she has another song that is a sonic and musical experience the way Chihiro is. Lunch is the funnest song on this album so far. And then Skinny's just a great opener to self reflect on where Billie is in her life. So, if this was an EP, this would be the most perfect EP of all time. Like, if this was a 5-track EP and she dropped it as just these 5 songs, I would make the claim this is the best EP I've ever heard in my life. Never heard anything better. But we do have 5 more tracks to go, so let's see how this full album rounds itself out with track 6, The Greatest.
Let you get your rest while I stayed up all night.
Okay, sleep on different schedules.
And you don't wanna know, man, am I the greatest? My congratulations, all my love and patience, all my admiration, all the times I waited for you to want me naked, made it all look painless, man, am I the greatest?
Oh, wow, okay. This like tongue-in-cheek sort of giving yourself credit for what you put up with, everything that you put up with, to look back. And I mean, it's a good and bad that you're able to sort of even sarcastically look at yourself and call yourself the greatest, but you're also frustrated with yourself. That's the problem that comes with like calling yourself the greatest. Like, why did I put up with all that?
And you don't wanna know what I would have done, anything at all. My congratulations, all my love and patience, all my admiration.
Man, this is gonna be really uplifting for those that didn't get in return what they were giving, right? Like they were willing to be, they were the best partner, but you can only be as great a partner as the other person will also allow you, will make themselves available for. So they were there for you. They were the greatest. Like they gave you all their love and patience, all the admiration, all the times they waited. They were sexually available as well, for you to want me naked, just everything. I made it look painless. They had a smile on their face the whole time. Meanwhile, they're crushed inside. And it's going to be an anthem for those people. It's going to be an anthem for those people that went through a situation where they were willing to give their all, but the other person was not in it at the same level, with the same amount of passion and conviction and desire, like just both feet out, and you've got both feet in. Yeah, man, the anthem for all of those people. I almost said all of us because I've been there. I feel you, Billie. I've been there.
Painless, man, am I the greatest? The greatest.
Shout out to the production. This is a borderline happier than ever moment, but different. I like that it's different because you don't want to copy paste the same thing. Yeah, she said it. Said it right here. I just wanted passion from you. I just wanted what I gave you. I waited and waited.
Just wanted passion from you. Just wanted what I gave you.
Unappreciated.
You said your heart was jaded.
Okay.
You couldn't even break it. I shouldn't have to say it. You could have been the greatest.
I like the flip. I like talking about them here at the end as opposed to everything that you put into it. Incredible. This is wow, man. I am keeping track of how great each song is. I have not felt less than pretty blown away by each track. So I don't know if Lunch blew me away as much as it did just like be the song that I would revisit over and over again just for a good time, you know, and which counts for a lot, especially in the pop world. So yeah, she is 6 for 6, and it is a really strong 6 for 6. All right, track 7. That's French. For I looked it up before the album and I forgot. It means the love of my life. Okay, l'amour de ma vie. De ma vie. I don't speak French. I speak Spanish, which is similar, but not similar enough. All right, let's do it.
I said you
Oh.
are the love of my life.
Okay, well, this is a different situation. This is not the greatest. This is a different person because Billie was not feeling you, apparently. Billie lied. I need to confess, I told you a lie. I told you were the love of my life. And I felt sorry for you when I looked at your eyes. Jeez. Ooh.
Did I waste your time? I tried to be there for you. Then you tried to break mine. Then you moved on immediately.
That's so interesting, man. It made me feel like it'd kill you if I tried to leave. So, first of all, Billie didn't love this person the way they loved them. But not only that, this person put a lot of pressure on Billie as far as like they made it feel like it would be the end of the world if Billie ever left them. So not only does Billie not feel the same way, Billie now feels sort of trapped. Like Billie can't separate herself from the situation because of how strongly this person feels for her.
So you found her. Now go for love, just like we were. If I ever was.
You found go fall in love like we were, but if I was actually in love. This feels like the credits. Like, you know how this thing sort of filter out and you get like the same song with a different version of it when the story is over. It kind of feels like what's happening right now as soon as we move into this part of the song. It feels like the credits are rolling here. What's happening? There's more song left. What's happening? What the hell is this? No. You know what? Shout out to them. They said we are going to have as much fun as we can with this album while staying true to the sound that we've made very signature for ourselves. We're going to stay true to that, but we're also going to have some fun with these tracks. We're going to make the tracks a little longer, and we're just going to really experiment while, again, staying true to who we've been as songwriters and musicians. They did the thing with this album, man.
I wanted to keep it, like something you found, till you didn't need it.
this song is insane. What is this outro? Caught on camera, the girl's on camera, your girl's a fan of blank. Miss me, say you miss me is such a pity. We're both so pretty. There's some messiness going on at the end of this song. Girl's hands on my shoulder, and now we're together. I've moved past you. I've got somebody else, and we're looking back at you like you were so mediocre. We're so glad it's over. It's over now. This is tough because this is like already a song about not loving someone the same way they loved you, but then you just stick the knife in deeper and twist it when you get to the end, and we were back in the club. We're back in the club at the end of the song. What are we doing on this album? And it works. It works. That was like a slow, like, I don't even know, like jazz clubs type sound in the beginning, and then it flipped into this club type sound at the end, much like Chihiro, but it works, man. All right, the diner, track 8. Let's keep it going. What is...
Don't be afraid of me. I'll mention you.
Whoa.
I saw you on the screen.
This beat goes hard already.
I know I'm meant to be.
This album's got some beats on it.
But please don't call the cops. They'll make me stop. And I just wanna talk.
Oh, what did we tell? This is wild. Why are we saying these things? This is giving very creepy ass vibes, Billy. Please don't call the cops. They'll make me stop. I just want to talk. Something we're stalking somebody. I saw you on the screens. I know we're so like this is somebody famous that Billy's interested in, but Billy doesn't want this person to know that it's Billy or to.
Could be my wife. Could get into a fight.
This is.
I'll say you're right, and you kiss me goodnight. I tried to save this everything. $250,000 bill. While I'm away, don't leave no mail. Just bring this bill. Come visit me.
Wait, all right, hold on. What the fuck is going on? Cause we got because we're on some real creepy shit here. That now we got bail. We got bail for $250,000. Come visit me, but just bring a veil so we can get married. I'm in jail because I'm a fucking creep. And I still want you to come visit me with the veil so we can get married. I can keep on creeping, but this time from behind bars. Oh, stalker narrative. Billie has been very open about her past experience with stalkers, encounters she's had with them at her childhood home in LA. Oh, okay. Billie's playing the stalker in this song. That makes so much fucking sense. All right. That's not fun. I want to say that's fun because the song is fun. The song goes hard. The song is catchy as fuck, but it's also scary because I hate that Billie has this perspective, you know? Like, don't do that to people. You belong in jail if you do. All right, now, I don't like the feeling that came over me reading that information. All right, let's go.
Go back to the diner. I'll write another letter. I hope you read it this time.
This is giving huge Stan Eminem Stan. I'll write another letter. I hope you read it this time. Dear Stan, I wrote you, but you still ain't call. I left my pager and my numbers on whatever the lyrics are. You guys know them. I got this song stuck in my head right now, but we got a stalker. We got a Stan, and they're going to drive their car. We're going to kidnap somebody and throw them in the car, and we're going to fucking murder somebody if Stan doesn't write us back. That's what's going on here in this situation. If somebody kills that guy that I see you hanging out with, you can count on it being me. I'm gonna kill anybody that I see you hang out with. How dare you? You're supposed to wear that veil and supposed to be with me. Come visit me in jail. How dare you, Billy? Oh, wow, this is creepy as shit. This is Stan part 2. Let's see what we got here. 310-807-39.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I had a feeling that was Billy, right? That was Billy, like in the voicemail. That's why I didn't say anything because I had a feeling it was one of those like like set up your voice message where it sounds like you answer the phone. I wasn't falling for that. You're not gonna ever get me to fall for those tricks. I invented those tricks. That was a fucking bop, and the production is so fun. The beats in that song go so hard. Probably my favorite, just straight up beats on this whole album. Um, Straight to the point, one of the shorter songs, but it's not even that short. It does a really good job at depicting the type of shit that Billie Eilish at that level of fame goes through and that no one should have to go through. All right, Bittersweet, but it's spelled sweet like a place you stay in.
Outside of my body, hope it all goes away. 'Cause I can't fall
I love the production on this because it feels like I'm kind of in this dream, this more aggressive type dream. But Billy said she was having dreams of this person, and it feels like that in the production a little bit. Okay. All right, changing it up. I like that. You seem so paranoid. I'm looking at the boys. I've never filled the void out of spite. It's like saying that, like, I've never filled the void out of spite. That void of wanting to spend time with someone, that loneliness, that emptiness. I've never filled it with another person just out of spite. I think the production in that song outshined the song itself. I was more drawn to like the production aspects. Like I feel like I just stopped listening to Billy at a certain point, and I was just like, "Where's this beat gonna go next?" Because this beat is awesome, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. But it's the only time I've been disattached from any part of the song at any point in this album because this album's been so good. So it's still a compliment to the song's production and even sort of the melody of it as well. I'm interested to see how I'm gonna feel about that song re-listening to it going back. All right, let's close the album out with Blue, track 10. I do like the callbacks. I like there was a couple callbacks to older songs in the track. That was interesting. All right, let's get into Blue, closing track off of Hit Me Hard and Soft. I definitely feel the hard and soft of this album. So clever title. It's worked. It's working. It's working on me. Let's do it.
It's still not true. I'm still so blue. I thought we were the same. Birds of a feather. Now I'm ashamed.
Okay, I thought we were the same. Birds of a Feather. Now I'm ashamed. Shout out to Birds of a Feather, track 4. And Birds of a Feather, she sounded pretty confident about the relationship. And interesting, maybe like she has got some hindsight by the time she got to Blue. Interesting to say that in this song.
I'm trying my best. Don't know what's in store. Open up the door. In the back of my mind, I'm still overseas. A bird in a cage. Thought you were made for me.
Okay, hold up. There's a lot of references here. In the back of my mind, I'm still overseas. She's overseas in Bittersweet. A bird in a cage. She's a bird in a cage and skinny. Thought you were made for me. So if someone else was a bird in a cage, then they would be made for her because they both would be like birds in a cage. But yeah, there's already the reference of birds in a feather, so that's 3 references in the first verse to other songs. I like that. I try to live in black and white, but I'm so blue. If you were living in black and white, you'd be living in reality, like straight to the point. Like if things are black and white, they are transparent. They are what they are. And you live in blue though. You live in sadness. You know, you can't really see that transparency, see things for what they are because you live in just a cool play on sayings and colors, obviously.
Colder than your father's eyes. He never learned to sympathize with anyone.
I like that. I like that.
I don't blame you.
I like that. I don't blame you for being how you are. It's, you know, you grew up a product of your father. He couldn't sympathize with anyone. But she's still calling this person incredibly beautiful. They just grew up they were born bluer than a butterfly, deprived of oxygen. They grew up even sadder than her. And they're a product of what they grew up around, but they're still incredibly beautiful. They just struggle with a lot of internal things that keep them very blue.
But I can't change you. Don't hate you. But we can't save you.
We can't save you.
You were born reaching for your mother's hand.
Aww.
Victim of your father's plans to rule the world.
I love that. You were born reaching for your mother's hands, the victim of your father's plans to rule the world. Like you were born trying to more so connect with your mother, like you wanted that connection, but you fell victim to your father's plans to rule the world, like this, you know, man who just didn't sympathize, like she said earlier on, with anything. He didn't have that as part of his being. And not only that, he just like had this rule the world type ideology and probably didn't consider other people and their feelings, and you were a victim to that. Meanwhile, you were trying to connect with your mother, but it just probably wasn't possible because of the father you grew up with.
You'd say the same about me. I sleep about 3 hours each night. Means only 21 a week now.
Was that Billie?
And I could say the same about you. Born blameless, grew up famous too. Just a baby born blue now.
You grew up just like me, born famous too. You grew up famous too. Just a baby born blue. Also speaks to sort of like how people who grow up famous have that blueness to them, you know, because they are birds in cages, again, as Billie has said in this song and Skinny.
Don't hate you, but we can't save you.
But when can I hear the next one?
Billie Eilish, what do you have up your sleeve? What's going on? Just share with the class. I insist. When can I hear the next one? What? The next one what? Album? Because you've just given us a great one. Man, y'all, this year is already overwhelming. If Billie's gonna give us more, I'll take it. I will not stop you by any means, because this is an incredible project. Yeah, that song hits me in every way. The only song, again, that I'm not even 100% sure about, I am 100% sure about its production and the different places it takes me to, and I can't wait to re-listen to it just to relive that. But I also can't wait to listen to it to relive that while also spending some extra time listening to the lyrics and the melody, because I kind of disassociated with it because of how much I was enjoying the production again on first listen. That's Bittersweet. The rest of these tracks are incredible. They're all so different. Skinny is so different from Lunch, is so different from Chihiro. is so different from Birds of a Feather. On and on and on and on. These tracks are all just incredible feats, from like club type outros to like 3 songs in one and a few different songs, to crazy beats like in the diner. That song goes so hard, to great storytelling and lyricism. She did the thing on this project, man. It's only 10 songs and it's so cohesive. And I guess when your album is shorter like that, is 10 songs, it is easier to pack it more tightly and make it more cohesive. But it doesn't mean that it still gets pulled off every time. This is one of the best projects I've heard this year, where I could just listen from start to finish, and I'm being given a lot by every single song. I mean, a ton, especially considering there's so much filled within this album. Not filler, but filled. Like, each song is filled. Each song is a full serving. You're talking about 4 to 5+ minute songs, and all of them are complete full servings of lots of different things. Whether it's Billie sounding as good as Billie's ever sound, whether it's Phineas with his best production I've ever heard from him, taking chances and risks and doing different things here and there, while, again, I said earlier, staying completely true to the style of music that has gotten them to where they've gotten up to this point. This is just a really special duo. I can't leave Phineas out of this because I know how pivotal he is to the production, and the production is just outrageously good on this album. It's a huge part of the album. But again, Billie sounds incredible. Billie sharing these stories and the songwriting is really special. As a listener, I really connected with a lot of this. And I feel closer to Billie in a way. And if there is a next one, I am going to be there the split second it comes out, because this was that good. Guys, I don't want to spend this time talking about other albums because of how great this was, but we're going to reach the end of this year talking about what the best album was, and it's going to be a hard discussion to have because this is fucking excellent, and this is the type of album that's going to grow more and more just because it is just the 10 tracks. There's not much to nitpick about this album, and that's the thing about greatness, is that, like, greatness often gets nitpicked. You can't really do that with this, and if you try, I'd be curious to hear what some of the people that would. I haven't seen reviews of this album whatsoever. Haven't seen anyone's opinion. I listened as soon as I could without going online or anything. I'd be really curious to see what people are saying about this. And if anyone has a negative thing to say, I want to talk. I want to talk about it because I don't see it. So, yeah, guys, leave me your thoughts and opinions on this album. Thanks for hanging out with me for this long. It means the world to me. Billie Eilish did the damn thing. Phineas did the damn thing. Y'all are an iconic duo. And if there's a next one, now I can't stop thinking about that. I need it, like, right now.